did you ever think what it would be like traveling along in an open car without a windshield? Boy, you wouldn't go very far before you got all splattered with mud. And you'd have to keep your eyes closed so as not to be blinded by the dust. Well, when you're traveling along in life, Rangers, common sense acts as a pretty important windshield. It lets you see where you're going. I am the greatest.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the Mass Media Group. I am Umoya.
And I'm Kim.
And I'm Darlene. Welcome, everyone.
Thanks for joining.
Back in the building, Sundays right here in the Mass Media Group, 10 a.m. Road to Reparations Community Show. This is number 12, ladies and gentlemen. This is number 12. So how's everyone doing this wonderful Sunday solar day? I guess y'all doing okay.
We're here.
We're doing great. I'm like, are you speaking to us? We're doing great, Umoya. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Great.
Ready to get into see what these assembly members are talking about or not.
Yes, and we're concentrating on 46, District 46 through 54 today.
All
right.
reparationsnowdoc.com. That's reparationsnowdoc.com. We can get all access behind the scenes theatrical trailer. We're going to be putting up content monthly, so go check us out and support. It's only a couple of dollars for you to support, so we greatly appreciate it. You get all access. That's at reparationsnowdoc.com. Yes, behind the scenes info at reparationsnowdoc.com, the documentary. And we're actually starting out with our behind the scenes footage at Weed. So once you have a chance, please check that out at reparationsnowdoc.com.
And remember, Reparations Now, the documentary, is also available streaming on Tubi TV.
For your merch, go to etmmediagroupstore.com. That's etmmediagroupstore.com. You can get your Reparations Now, Policy Over Party, and cut the check merch.
All right. And as always, as you do all your Amazon shopping online needs, please access the ETM Amazon affiliate link before you do all your shopping. We know the holidays are coming up. You're going to be filling those baskets up. Be sure to hit that ETM Amazon affiliate link prior to doing that to help us out that way.
Wonderful. All right. So 2024 Reparations Manifestations Planner is available right now at Amazon.com. Let's go to Amazon.com to check out get Cut the Check Reparations Now, the Manifestations Planner.
Yes, and it's chock full of historic information and, new history as we are making our own history. as part of this reparations movement. Be sure to hit the ETM Amazon affiliate link when you buy your planners so we can get that double kickback.
Yes, appreciate the support.
In always, like we do every Sunday, we just like to remind everybody the following forms of reparations. They are 1. Restitution, 2. Compensation, 3. Habilitation, 4. Satisfaction, 5. Guarantees of non-repetition. And always, the best important equation you will ever learn is 41 plus 21 plus 1 equal California reparations. I can't say it enough. 41 assembly members plus 21 senators plus 1 governor equals California reparations here in this state of California.
Yes, and we will be looking to exercise that equation with the upcoming SB 490, the bill created to create the California American Freedmen Affairs Agency. So we will definitely be looking again to for that equation of 41-21-1 to get all our legislators on board, or at least as many votes as we need to get this thing passed.
All right, so upcoming, we're still going to be reading the New York reparations bill. Read right here on the Mass Media Group. I know some of our New York family, for example, I think our brother Good Cash out there, Gaines, is definitely informing the family on what's going on.
Yeah, I think they have some kind of something coming up even tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get to talk to Cash about what's going on in New York soon.
Yeah, but definitely going to end up reading that bill before the end of the new year for sure. Blacklisted, Volume 1. So tentatively get your popcorn ready and your libations. We're going to have a watch and sip on Blacklisted Volume 1. Most likely, unofficially, it will be Thanksgiving, Turkey Day, for those of you that do eat turkey. And that do celebrate Thanksgiving. We're going to be having it watch and sip on Thanksgiving. The 1866 Reconstruction Treaties between the United States and Oklahoma tribes. Going to get deep into that, family. So be on the lookout for that upcoming read. I guess I'll take this one too. Freedmen's Bank Forum 2023. If y'all have not seen it, please go check it out. That's right here on the Mass Media Group. I believe, let's see, yeah, it was on October 25th. So if you did miss it, you could check it out right here on ETM Media Group's YouTube page.
All right, and I guess we'll get into what we are here for. And it looks like I'm up first. All right, so let's see here. Democratic Party, we have Jesse Gabriel, California State Assembly District 46. Tenure 2022 to present. His term ends 2024. His years in that position are, it says 0, but I mean, it's got to be at least a year, so I'm sure that needs to be updated. And let's see what else is going on with Assembly Member Gabriel. He represents the counties of Los Angeles and Ventura. The population of his district is just over 500,000. Of that, the demographic information for Hispanic or Latino, we have at 39.46%. Approximately 198,000 plus. White, 39.94%, 201,185. And we have Black or African American at 4.48%, 22,542 Black residents. And Asian, we have at 11.31%, and that's 56,990 um, residents, Asian residents there. Let's see what else. He has offices at the state capitol here in Sacramento, California, and a district office in Encino, California. Let's see, on his resume, member representing District 46, assumed office on December 5th, 2022. Current term ends December 2nd, 2024. Let's see, ran to represent District 46. He won in the general election November 8th, 2022, which is why he is in the position he's in now. He's, let's see, he's an attorney, a civic leader, and lawmaker fighting to advance justice and defend California's most vulnerable residents. So that's what he has in his bio on his official Assembly website page. He also supports gun control, protect kids online, and he's an environmentalist. Now, while he's only been in the District 46 position since 2022, he was in office, Assembly State District 45. And at that time, he voted yes on the AB 3121 vote as part of District 45 Assembly member duties.
All right. Before we go on to the next one, Kim. Sorry, I was multitasking in the background. Not going front. Did you go over the population?
I did.
You did. Wonderful. All right. Cool.
And as you can see, we are the lowest again.
Nothing new, nothing new.
Not surprised.
Okay.
Especially in Ventura.
No surprises there.
No.
All right, so we have Greg Wallace of the Republican Party. He's a member of the California State Assembly representing District 47. He assumed office on December 5th, 2022. His current term ends on December 2nd, 2024. He won in the general election on November 8th, 2022. He has an office at the state capitol and a district office in Rancho Mirage, California. He supports public safety policy that supports law enforcement, provide core government services like water storage and energy reliability without higher costs that drive families out of the state. He represents counties Riverside and San Bernardino. As far as the population, approximately he represents 490,000 people. Out of that, white is 13.4% at 65,000, Hispanic at 70% at 345,000, Black at 9.5% at 46,000, Asian at approximately 4% at 21,000, mixed at 7, and other at 3. Wow, it looks like his Black population is at 46,000, so that's one of the higher districts that he's representing.
Well, Riverside, isn't it?
Riverside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Riverside and San Bernardino. Yep, and AB 3121 was not in office at that particular time during AB 3121.
Okay, next up we have Democratic Party. We have Assembly Member Blanca Rubio. She is in District 48. Her tenure, she's been in the office since 2016, and her terms in 2024. So she's been in that position for 7 years. She has a office in the state office in Sacramento. Her district office is in West Covina. From the 2020 census, the total population is 482,665. White at 14.96% or 72,000. Hispanic or Latino, a whopping 69.93% or 2,904. Black or African American, 2.57% at 12,381. Asian at 18.88%, 91,000. Her county she represents are Los Angeles, and some of those cities are West Covina, Baldwin Park, and Glendora. She supports victims of domestic violence, foster care system, a better educational system, and the immigrant communities. Again, like I said, Assemblymember Rubio has been in office since 2016. Current term will end December 2nd, 2024. She ran for re-election to represent District 48. She won in the general election on November the 8th, 2022. And for the AB 3121 vote, it was a yes.
Yeah, you might want to, unmute. Unless
That
you
might
want one of
help.
us to take it.
That might help, huh? That might
It
help.
might.
Okay, so we got Mike Fong here, California State Assembly District 49, tenure 22 to present, term ends 2024. He's been in this position for 1 year. And it looks like prior offices were Los Angeles Community College Board of Trustees, seat number 7. Let's see, he represents Los Angeles County. He has an office at the state capitol here in Sacramento and one in Monterey Park, California. The population he represents is 474,851. Of that, Hispanic or Latino, we have at 30 plus percent, 145,855. White at 10.77%, 51,145. Black African American at 1.17%, 5,559. And Asian alone at 54.75%, and that is equal to 259,998 residents, Asian residents in his district.
Before you go on, Kim, if I may interrupt, was that the largest Asian populations we've
Yeah, I was
seen?
going to say
It's the largest that I've seen, and even when I was putting
Yeah.
this slide together, I was like, "Wow,
Wow. I mean,
they
double
really,
take, you know?
yeah."
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of China districts do they have in this
Yeah.
area?
Do you remember any of the cities that he covers, or I can't really make out the map?
No, I
No.
didn't pull up any of the cities. I'll
Yeah,
have to
because
go back
that's
and
very
look
high
at
for
that.
the Asian
How many
population.
Chinatowns do they have in
I don't
Los
know, but
Angeles?
that's very
You know
high.
that?
And for us to only be at 1.17.
Yeah.
So he's located in Monterey Park, California. That's where his office is.
Yes.
That's interesting. So he's as Darlene said, I wonder which counties, because I know when I was living in Los Angeles, and this is just by eyeballing, don't quote me here, but I remember them being, Darlene, do you remember the place that's near Pasadena? I remember they were heavy over there. There's is it a Sousa? No, not a Sousa. It's something. Anyway, it's a city or a town or a county or a neighborhood outside, and it's close to Pasadena. Man, they got that lock.
Not Victorville. You're not talking about Victorville.
No, not Victorville.
No,
It's pretty close to Pasadena. Like I remember just going over there and just seeing a lot of Koreans, a lot of Chinese. I don't know about Japanese, but
Well, we're gonna have to look at him. We're gonna have to watch him.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we got to watch
yeah.
them all, but I'm
I'll
just
take a
saying,
look at some of the cities
yeah, because
before my
that
next go around and come
yeah,
back with a
a very
report for
large
y'all.
Asian community that he's
Yeah, yeah,
over.
they have.
Yeah.
It's a very
Mhm.
large, even larger than Hispanic
Yeah,
or
that's a
white,
first.
really put together. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
larger than
definitely.
all of them put together.
yeah.
So, family, if y'all out in that district, definitely reach out to him to tell him that he definitely needs support. This reparations cause.
We have
Yeah.
someone in the chat says Glendale or Silver Lake.
Mm.
Yeah, Glendale, they heavy out there too.
Hmm.
Mm.
But yeah, we'll check because I'm interested. I'll check into before we get out the
Thank
show
you
to
for
see
that
what
comment.
county.
Thank you. Hmm. Mm.
Sorry, Kim. You didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kim. It's just that was just
Yeah,
shocking.
it was pretty.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
like I said, when I was putting it together, I was like, "Did I get that
Did
number
you,
right?" I had to
yeah, double
double
take.
check.
Okay.
Hmm. All right, so on to his resume here. Let's see. Mike Fong, a member of the California State Assembly, representing District 49, assumed office February 22nd, 22. Current term ends December 2nd, 2024. Fong ran for re-election to the California State Assembly to represent District 49. He won in the general election on November 8th, 2022. Fong won election to the California State Assembly to represent District 49 outright in the primary on February 15th, 2022, after the general election was canceled. All
Hmm.
right. So he was not in office at the time of the AB 3121 vote. So he was not in the office at that time. Let's see. Did I? Yeah, we went over that he's in Monterey Park. So let's see what else. Mike Fong, chairs the Assembly Higher Education Committee and serves on appropriations, banking and finance, budget and budget subcommittees. So it sounds like he is involved in these committees that have something to do with the budget. So we'll definitely need to speak with Assembly Member Fong. Mike Fong, not to be confused with Vince Fong, who is also an Assembly member who voted no on AB 3021. So don't confuse the two. We have a Mike Fong who was not in office at the time of the vote, and we have a Vince Fong who voted no against studying reparations. Let's see what else. Mike Fong here supports access to quality higher education, protecting the environment, ensuring public safety, creating jobs, and addressing homelessness.
All right, Kim. So before we go on, I do have some of the districts that he represents.
Oh, some of the cities. Thank you for looking that up.
Cities. Thank you. All right. So I meant Alhambra. So Alhambra is the spot. I mean, you pull up there, boy. You're like, man. So Alhambra, Arcadia, East Pasadena, East San Gabriel, El Monte, Monterey Park, North El Monte, Rosemead, San Gabriel, San Marino, South Pasadena, South San Gabriel, Temple City, and some remainders of Los Angeles. He doesn't have a lot within the Los Angeles city, but yeah, definitely Alhambra. I mean, they got that on lock out there.
So, according to the demographic information, there's not Black people in Alhambra.
Not a lot. I mean, you're looking at what? I mean, within his district, what did it say? 1.5.
1.17. 5,000.
5,000. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's hovering around 5,000 to 6,000 according to this population chart. So. Yeah.
Wow.
Now there might be more actually in Pasadena, like the city of Pasadena than South Pasadena. Black people in particular.
Okay. Well, let's keep seeing what our numbers look like. I know all three of the ones I worked on covered parts of Los Angeles.
Yeah. So I'm glad I still have some memory of Los Angeles. I was like, man, I thought my mind was Not deceiving me. All right. What was that song? But my mind's playing tricks on me.
Yeah, the Ghetto Boys.
Ghetto Boys. Shout out to the Ghetto Boys.
Okay, well,
in the
I've never heard of. I may have heard of them, but I certainly don't know the song. Okay, generational.
You
It's all
probably
good.
would if you heard it.
Mm.
Yeah, my mind's playing tricks on me. All right, so let's continue. We have Eloise Gomez Reyes of the Democratic Party is a member of the California State Assembly representing District 50. She has assumed office on December 5th, 2022. Reyes is running for election to the California State Senate to represent District 29. She declared candidacy for the primary scheduled on March 5th, 2024. Very interesting. Reyes served as a House Majority Leader for the 2021-2022 legislative session. So let's see here. We have, let's see. Okay. She represents counties San Bernardino. She supports increased equity and inclusion in vulnerable communities. On December 7th, 2020, Assembly member, let's get it right, Eloise Gomez Reyes was appointed as Majority Leader of the California State Assembly, becoming the first Latina and only the fourth woman to hold the position. Supports inmate firefighters, giving them a pathway to expunge their records and pursue a career in firefighting. She has offices at the state and also in San Bernardino. She represents San Bernardino, of course. Total population, 489,000. Hispanic or Latino at 59% at 291,000. White at 19% at 94,000. Black or African American, 7% at 37,000. And Asian at 9% at 47,000. And at the time of AB 3121, she was not in office.
I applaud her for pushing for the inmates to have their records expunged so they can get a job firefighting, which they do anyway. Okay, next up we have another Assembly member from the Democratic Party. We have Assembly member Rich Chavez Zebar. He represents California State Assembly District 51. His tenure is 2022 to present. His term ends 2024. He has a office at the state capitol in Sacramento and one in Los Angeles, California, his district office. The total population is 468,000. We have white at 12.4% or 58,000. Hispanic, 69.8 at 327. Black, 2.5% at 11,000.8. Asian at 13.8 at 64.7 thousand. Okay, he represents counties in Los Angeles. He supports solutions for homelessness, supports fair housing, supports public safety, which means for him removing guns off the streets, and he supports the LGBTQ plus community. This assembly member, Stebar, as I said, is in the Democratic Party, is a member of district. He represents District 51. He is from office December 5th, and his current term ends to 24, and he won that seat on the general election on November the 8th. He was not in office for the AB 3121 vote.
All right. And this is, you just covered District 51, and he was not in office.
Not in
But
office.
Wendy Carrillo was. She was
Hmm.
actually holding that seat at that time. As you can see, her successor is Rick Shabazz Zabar. So,
Mhm.
yes. So, Wendy Carrillo, Assembly Member Wendy Carrillo. Now she holds the seat of Assembly District 52 from 2022 to present. Term ends 2024, years in position 0. But as I did state, she was in office, Assembly District 51 at that time. She also represents Los Angeles County, population 518,000. Of that, Hispanic and Latino, 57.3% at not 2,095. Wait, 295,448. White alone is 25.81% at 133,732. Black African American at 1.9%, 9,823 residents, and Asian at 11.92%, 61,751 residents. Let's see, she has a office in Sacramento, California, and also one in Los Angeles, West Sunset Boulevard. So West Sunset Boulevard is where you can find her. Let's see what else she has on her resume here. Democratic Party is a member of the California State Assembly representing District 52. She assumed office on December 5th, 2022. Her current term ends December 2nd, 2024. Ran for re-election, California State Assembly to represent District 52. She won in the general election November 8th, 2022. And it says here that Carrillo completed Ballotpedia's candidate connection survey in 2022. So if you swing by Ballotpedia to her page, you can kind of get a more in-depth idea of her priorities based on her answers to that survey. She is, on her bio, it states that she's a commissioner for the California Film Commission and serves on California Cultural and Historical Endowment Board. That's interesting. Endowment Board. I need to look into that further. She supports economic equity, justice, and opportunity. And again, she was in the Assembly District 51 seat at the time of the AB 3121 vote, and she did vote yes on that at that time.
All right, we have Freddie Rodriguez of the Democratic Party. He's a member of the California State Assembly representing District 53. He assumed office on December 5th, 2022. His current term ends on December 2nd, 2024. Rodriguez won the general election on November 8th, 2022. And he served on the Pomona, California City Council for 7 years. Let's see. He supports to improve public safety, expand neighborhood watch programs, and create new jobs through economic development. He represents counties Los Angeles and San Bernardino. He has offices at the state capitol, as well as an office in Chino, California. According to the 2020 census population, total population that he represents is 475,000. Of that, Hispanic is, or Latino is at 314,000 approximately, which is 66%. White at 67,000 at 14%. Black or African American at 24,000 at 5%. And Asian at 54,000 at 11%. And actually, he was represented District 52 previously.
Mm.
I think he got elected in 2018, I believe. So he
Mhm.
was in office during the time during AB 3121, and he did vote yes on that, and then got reelected in 2020 for 52. But then obviously he won eventually for District 53. So he was in the office at the time for AB 3121 and did vote yes.
Representing District 52, which Wendy
Correct.
Carilla now represents, and then the Zebra um, represents District 51, which Wendy used to represent. So these people are just playing musical
You know what,
assembly
Kim, you
scene.
did. You
Word.
said it faster than I could get it out. I mean, how does that even work? I mean, why don't they stay put? I mean,
Yeah, it
what's
sounds
the
like they have a little
criteria to
pact.
that?
When I finish with this one, you run for this one. So, all right, but
I mean, what's the criteria for them moving like that? I mean,
just to get as many years in office as they possibly
possible.
can.
Yeah, I guess.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay. Last but not least, we have District California Assembly District 54, and it's headed by Assembly Member Miguel San Diego. His tenure is 2022 to present. The term ends 2024. He has offices, of course, at the state capitol in Sacramento, district office in Los Angeles. The total population for his district is 479,000, white at 31.1% or 144,000, Hispanic 30.1%, 144,000. As you see, that is a tie. I haven't seen that before. Black is larger than we've seen at
Wow.
23.3% at 11.
Well,
112,000.
Baldwin Hills was the Black Beverly
It
Hills.
was back in the 30s, 40s, late 50s. Asians, 12.4% or 59.6 thousand. County of Los Angeles and the cities cover Culver City, Inglewood, Ladera Heights, Baldwin Hills, as Kim pointed out, in Leimert Park.
Mm.
He supports affordable health care, affordable housing, gun safety, and he supports the immigrant communities. He is a Democratic member of the California State Assembly representing District 54. He assumed office on December 5th. His current term ends December 2nd, 2024, and he did vote yes on AB 3121. So thank you.
Yeah, interesting. Before we go on, it looks like, according to this slide, his predecessor
Is
was
Isaac Bryant.
Isaac
Yeah.
Bryant.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting.
Quite interesting. And I thought the white and Hispanic being a tie was interesting. 30.1% each.
Yeah, that's a first.
That's the first.
Right. And aren't these which ones are traditionally Black cities? Inglewood, Leimert Park. We know
Yep.
Baldwin Hills was the Black Beverly
Was
Hills.
that was during the heyday of the Black Hollywood? During the 30s, 40s, 50s. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely heard it's been gentrified. A lot of
Yes. Since
people
then.
walking around with their little dogs and stuff.
Yes.
All right, and then
Yeah.
Culver City. What about Culver City? What was
And
that?
I think it was. I think it was because my auntie had a place in Culver City when we were kids. So and trust me, I remember my comrade Jonathan Burgess. One time we were doing one of those during the senior thing. Kim, he says, "Oh, I bet you never even grew up around white people," and then I didn't. Until I was bused. And I didn't. He says, "None of your friends was white." And I said, "No, they wasn't." I did not grow up around white people. Only time I was around white people was when my school was bused in 1966, when I was bused
Wow.
in San Francisco. I did not have any white friends. Yeah.
Okay, so Culver
Mhm.
City.
Oh,
And then what
Culver
about
City.
Ladera Heights?
I don't know that much about Ladera Heights. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Culver City. Yeah,
Just
they got some black
interesting.
people out there in
I
Culver
mean,
City.
because it
Yeah,
is still one of the higher black populations
Yeah,
according to
23
this
point
information here.
3%. I mean, that's high. Yeah, I mean, none of it's high, but high is
Higher
higher.
yeah that we've seen.
than the
Definitely higher.
1%.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
average
Shoot.
1-2%.
Gonna be seeing negative percent soon.
You
Yeah,
know.
and the
If we
cost of
don't turn things around, but that's why we're here to turn things
exactly.
around.
All right. So let's get this recap started, shall we? Let's start with District 46. Democrat voted yes. Aye. Greg Wallace, a Republican, not in office. Bianca, or is it Blanca? I
I
think
think
it's
it's Blanca. Blanca.
Blanca Rubio,
Hmm.
Democrat. Yes. Mike Fong, Democrat, not in office. Eloise Gomez Reyes, Democrat, not in office. Rich Chavez Zabur, Democrat, not in office. Wendy Carrillo, Democrat, voted yes. Freddie Rodriguez, Democrat, voted yes. Miguel Santiago, Democrat, voted yes. Current recap: 22 ayes, 5 noes, 24 not in offices, and no vote recorded 3. So that's the current status. An update and recap.
Thank you for that update. And as usual, our watch list of the assembly members that are still in office and voted no to the AB 3121 to study and develop recommendations for reparations. We have Megan Dale at District 1, a Republican, voted no. Vince Fong, again, like I said, don't confuse him with Mike Fong, that wasn't in office at the time. Vince Fong is currently a Republican representing District 32. James Gallagher, Republican, District 3. We have Devon Mathis, Republican, District 33. We have Jim Patterson, Republican, District 8. And we have Marie Waldron, Republican, District 75 in the California State Assembly, and also in the U.S. House of Representatives. We have Kevin Kiley, U.S. House District 3, and we have a Jay Albernati, U.S. House District 23. All voted no to AB 3121.
Mm. Should we make like a most wanted poster?
Yeah, so we can, sear these people's image into our face. Maybe,
The most
maybe,
wanted.
maybe.
I don't know.
Yes.
We'll see.
Yeah.
A little tongue in cheek. All right. So yes, family, we're gonna be talking about some Bay Area reparations with our good and one and only advocate herself, Darlene, and some other folks coming out of the Bay Area from the American Redress Coalition of California, Bay Area family. So yeah, Darlene, do you want to briefly talk about that? That's coming up, show at 3 p.m.
What I would like everyone to do is to come back at 3 o'clock, meet the team in the Bay Area. We are very much trying to push reparations. A couple of our team members, including myself, was out Thursday in Oakland, and so we always are doing the work, getting the word out. So just come by and see us at 3 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So briefly, and appreciate everyone for listening and tuning in. As usual, regardless if we have 0 comments or 1 comment or maybe 10, maybe 1,000, don't know. But part of what we do is we actually appreciate everybody coming through. So Yes, thank you, Wrath Hit
Maker.
Peace out to you. Shout out to V Bad, what's in the building. November is Reparations Awareness Month. Thank you
Happy
for that.
Reparations Awareness Month.
Yes.
And always to our good brother, Chris Larson in the building. Great word. Peace and
Good
reparations.
morning.
Same to you, brother. Peace and reparations. So yeah. So that is the show for today. I don't think there's anything else we need to be talking about. No?
No, I think that's it for the day. Everybody can get back to their Sunday. I hope those that got the day off Friday are enjoying a nice 3-day weekend for Veterans Day. Happy Veterans
happy
Day.
Veterans
Day, and
thank
return
you for
at
your
3 p.m.
service.
And return at 3 p.m. if you can.
Yes, please return back here at 3 o'clock. This is gonna be a fun show. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, we'll see y'all back here at 3.
3 o'clock. The Bay Area will be in the house.
In the house. All right, y'all. On that note, y'all take care, and as usual, peace and reparations.
Thank you, everyone.
Peace and reparations.
Did you ever think what it would be like traveling along in an open car without a windshield? Boy, you wouldn't go very far before you got all splattered with mud. And you'd have to keep your eyes closed so as not to be blinded by the dust. Well, when you're traveling along in life, Rangers, common sense acts as a pretty important windshield. It lets you see where you're going.
I am the greatest.